So let us translate few sentences before we, so that you get more clarity about the non-dualistic approach to meditation, which is useful for all, no matter what kind of Buddhism we practice. If we want to understand Buddhism in depth, non-dualistic approach, there is nothing better. Even if you search under the earth, above the earth, on the earth, you will not find anything better. This dualistic approach brings you to another dimension, and without another dimension, we cannot understand true religion. So, even no matter whether Buddhism, no matter whether Hindu, no matter whether Christianity, we need non-dualism to understand. In the non-dualistic dimension, the great Ganesh with such a big belly can drive on a little mouse. Little is big, big is little. And unless we get this dimension, we are in darkness. So this Heart Sutra is very useful. And it says, Iha Shariputra Sarva Dharma Shunyata Lakshana Anutpana Nirda Amala Avimala Anuna Aparipurna. So in here, that means in Buddhism, Shariputra, the wisest of all disciples, all phenomena have only one characteristic, no 2, no 3, nor 5, nor 6, no 7, no 10, and so on, and so on, and so on. Only one characteristic, and that is emptiness. What does it mean? In emptiness, everything arises, but it does not really arise. In emptiness, everything ceases, but it does not really cease. In emptiness, everything is free from impurities, but it is not really free. In emptiness, everything is pure, but it is not really pure. What means not really pure? You cannot catch it. If you catch it, it becomes impure. And unless you understand impure, you cannot understand the pure. So you need them together. And in emptiness is simply full. You cannot add to it anything, you cannot take away from it and everything. Therefore it is perfect. In this direction, in this reality, why not the big Ganesha can drive on a little mouse? Everything is possible. So wonderful logic. That is a logic of transcendental wisdom, not a general logic, not but the logic of the transcendental wisdom. Logic of transcendental wisdom is very different. Therefore, from the point of view of transcendental wisdom, Shariputra, in emptiness things exist, but not really. They exist like in dream. In dream things are there, but they're not really there. So, they exist, but not really exist. And in emptiness, there is, in fact, nothing you can grasp. Therefore, it is full. If there is something you grasp, there is something missing. Right? You have to see very clearly. So in emptiness is emptiness because there is nothing to be grasped. Usually we have the idea of emptiness as something is missing, but not in the emptiness as the only truth. You may think that this emptiness is a nihilism, but it is, how can it be nihilism? All the laws, the law can only exist if there is emptiness. Therefore, it can be there, because in the law the things arise and pass away. Very wonderful thing. This is the unspeakable dimension about which the mystics speak, no matter whether in the West or in the East. This is the dimension of the mystics. But the Church does not like the mystics very much. What to do? But fortunately, transcendental wisdom without this dimension cannot be understood. So in emptiness there is nothing which is really there. Like in the dreams there are many, many things, but it is not really there. It is all in our mind. So in emptiness there are not the five aggregates. There is nothing to grasp, therefore there is not what is grasping, there is not what can be grasped. Wonderful word in Sanskrit for that, grahya and grahaka. The world, dualistic world, is the grasper and the grasped. But in transcendental wisdom there is nothing, no grasper and nothing which can be grasped. So there are not the senses, there is no the object of the senses. This is very logical, right? And there is not connection of the senses and the objects of the senses and the consciousness based on them. These are the 18 dhatus, 18 phenomena. Everything happens in the dhatu. Dhatu means non-self. In Buddhism, dhatu has the same. When you see the dhatu, the element, you don't see the self. When you see the self, you don't see the dhatu. So, sure, there is an eye, there is a color, there is a mental consciousness, but they are there, but not really there. Why? because they arise in emptiness. What arises in emptiness does not really arise. If people knew it, there would be peace in the world. But very difficult to know. But at least we have the theory. And with this theory you can get peace for sure. What we are grasping is a dream. And this dream happens due to causes and conditions. What happened due to causes and conditions cannot arise by itself, cannot arise by others, cannot arise by itself and by others, and cannot arise without the cause. So how does it arise? It does not arise, but it is there. What a wonderful word. White clouds, blue sky, what a wonderful world. So, this wonderful world one has to see. And for that one needs a transcendental wisdom. Right, Sasha? When transcendental wisdom, your problems are solved. Right? So, there is in this transcendental wisdom, there is no ignorance, but there is also no end of ignorance, because nothing really arises. So, because nothing really arises, there is surely the birth, there is surely the death, but all this happens like in a dream. So, these Four Noble Truths, surely they are there, but they don't really arise in emptiness, because the emptiness is the only thing that there is. The Four Noble Truths, they only means to understand precisely that. The Four Noble Truths, they are suchness, and the suchness never arises. Because there is, everything is suchness, so there is no really knowledge that can grasp something. That is a true knowledge. And when there is knowledge which can grasp something, then there is no attainment or non-attainment. And that will do for today. Very simple. Now you apply it to the breath and you apply it to the philosophy. And slowly, slowly we will get clarity. But for the clarity we need effort. Without effort no clarity will come. Millions of Buddhas can speak, but we will never understand. Only when we make effort, when we have discipline to make effort, we will understand. Okay, so let us do recitation. Arya Pragya Paramitayai Arya Avalokiteshvaro Bodhisattva Gambiram Pragya Paramitacharya Charamanu Vyavalokayati Sma Panchaskandastamsha Svabhava Shunyana Pashyati Sma Iha Shariputra Rupam Shunyata Shunyata Eva Rupam Rupam na pritak Shunyata Shunyataya na pritak Rupam Yat Rupam sa Shunyata Ya Shunyata tat Rupam Evameva Vedana Samgya Samskara Vigyanam Iha Shariputra Sarvadharma Shunyata Lakshana Anutpana Nirudamala Vimala Anuna Aparipurna Tasmat Chariputra Shunyataya Na Rupam Na Vedana Na Samgya Na Samskara Na Vigyanam Na Chakshushotra Grana Jiva Kaya Manamsi Na Rupa Shabda Gandha Rasa Sparshtavya Dharmaha Na Chakshu Vigyana Dhatu Yavan Na Mano Vigyana Dhatu Na Avidya Kshayo Yavan Na Jara Maranam Na Jara Marana Kshayo Na Dukha Samudaya Nirodha Marga Na Jnanam Na Praptir Na Aprapti Tasmat Chariputra Praptitvat Bodhisattvasya Pragya Paramitam Ashritya Viharati Achita Avarana Nastitvat Atrasto Viparyasa Atikranto Nishta Nirvana Praptaha Triyadva Vyavastita Sarva Sambudha Pragya Paramitam Ashritya Anutara Samyak Sambodhim Abhisambudha Tasmad Gyatavyam Pragya Paramita Mahamantro Mahavidya Mantro Anutarada Sama Asama Mantraha Sarva Dukha Prashamana Satya Amityatvat Pragya Paramitaya Ukto Mantraha Tatyatha Gate Gate Paragate Parasam Gate Bodhiswaha Gate Gate Paragate Parasam Gate Bodhiswaha Gate Gate Paragate Parasam Gate Bodhiswaha Namo Ratnatrayaya Namo Arya Avalokiteshvaraya Bodhi Sattvaya Mahasattvaya Mahakarunikaya Om Sarva Bhayeshu Trana Karaya Tasmai Namaskritya Imam Arya Avalokiteshvara Tava Nila Kantra Namo Hridayam Avartaishyami Sarva Artha Sadhanam Shubham Ajeyam Sarva Bhutanam Bhavamarga Vishudakam Om Tat Yatha Aloke Loka Mati Atikrante He Hare Maha Bodhisattva Smara Hridayam Kuru Karma Sadaya Dhuru Vijayante Maha Vijayante Dharendreshwara Chala Mala Vimala Amala Mukti Ehi Lokeshwara Raga Visham Vinashaya Dvesha Visham Vinashaya Moha Chala Visham Vinashaya Hulu Mala Bulu Bare Padma Nabha Sara Siri Suru Bodhya Bodhaya Maitreya Nilakanta Darshana Praharadaya Swaha Mahasiddhaya Swaha Siddha Yogeshwaraya Swaha Nilakantaya Swaha Chakrayuktaya Swaha Padmahastaya Swaha Shanka Shubdane Bodhanaya Swaha Vama Disha Stita Krishna Jinaya Swaha Vyagra Charma Nivasanaya, Swaha Namo Ratnatrayaya, Namo Arya Avalokiteshvaraya, Om Siddhyantu Mantra Padhaya, Swaha. Karaniya matta kusalene yantang santang padam abhisamecce sako ujuce sujuce suvacho chasemudu anatimani santu sakoce subaroce apakkichoce salahukavutti santindrioce nipakoce apagabo kulesu ananugindo Nachakundang samachare kinchi yenye vinyupare upavadeyum Sukino va kemino hontu sabbe satta bhavantu sukitatta Yeke chipana bhutatti tasava tavarava anavasesa Digha vaye mahantava majima rasakha anakatulla dittha vayeva addittha yeche dure vasanti avidure bhuta va sambhave siva sabbe satta bhavantu sukitatta yeke chipan Naparo param nikumbete na atimanyete katanchinam kamchi Pyaro sana patigasanya na anyamanya sadukam michaye Mata yaka yamputtam ayusa ekaputtam anurakke Evampi sababhutesu manasam bhavaye aparimanam Metancha sambalokasmin manasam bhavaye aparimanam Udang adoche tiriyanche asambadam averam asapattam Thittang charan nisinova sayanova yavatassa vigatamindo Etam satim aditteye brahmam etam viharamidamahu Ditincha anupagama silava dasanena sampannano Kame suvineya gedam nahi jatu gambaseyam punaretiti. Now, eta vata chamehi sampatam punya sampadam sabbe deva anumodantu sabha sampati siddhya. Eta vata chamehi sampatam punya sampadam sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabha sampati siddhya. Eta vata chamehi sampatam punya sampadam sabbe satta anumodantu sabha sampati siddhya. Aka satta chabumatha deva naga mahidika punyantang anumoditva chiram rakantu loka sasana. Aka satta chabumatha deva naga mahidika punyantang anumoditva chiram rakantu desana. Aka satta chabumatha deva naga mahidika punyantang anumoditva chiram rakantu tumamparam. Devo vasatu kalena sasa sampati hotu cha pito bhavatu loko cha raja bhavatu dhammiko. May the merits of this practice spread to all beings so that we attain the state of Buddhahood. Om Mito Bo.